Alright, there we are. And just a small mic adjustment, and I believe we are good to go. Time to start the stream. And get back into Ace Combat 4, which hopefully we can finish it relatively quickly. I'm hoping it's not going to be too long, because I think there's only 2 levels left, so that damn well better not be. But we'll see as we traverse through this. So I streamed this last week, and we've made quite a bit of progress. Made it through most of the missions, and I think ended up, as far as the story goes, liberating most of, I forgot the continent we're on now. Well, most of the continent that we were trying to liberate, basically. So, I believe the final mission here that we ended on was trying to take the enemy capital, and that didn't end up working out so great for me, because I died, and by default, the mission has a timer of 12 minutes that you have to enact as much damage and destruction as you can. And I thought, I've been playing for 2.5 hours. I think I'm probably good on trying to do that again for right now. So I said, you know what, we'll save the last 2 missions for another time. And this game sometimes refuses to work. I guess it's a little bit scratched. It looks okay, but for the most part, there's no scratches except for just a handful, which I guess gives me enough trouble.
The enemy GHQ is located beneath a landfill on the coast of their capital.
Let's get our sit rep.
Bring it under control to end this war once and for all. Our troops will enter via the Silver Bridge to the southeast and the flooded city to the south. You must attack all enemy forces and support our troops. Enemy tank forces are also closing in from the north. Destroy Johnson Memorial Bridge to stop them from joining forces from the enemy GHQ. We know that Megalith is being developed as we speak. The enemy must be prevented from using it as their last-ditch effort.
Okay. So in addition to some of the stuff that we did last time, we experienced more attacks from Stonehenge, which again is an anti-meteor defense system that's been repurposed as an anti-missile defense system. It's quite bad. But we led an attack on Stonehenge, ended up destroying it, so it's gone now. But the Erusians seem to believe that they can create just, weapons of mass destruction whenever they want. And so they did. And they created something, or at least were in the process of creating something called Megalith, which may or may not come into play a little bit later, so we'll just have to wait and see. But these super weapons are sort of bread and butter for the Ace Combat series. So let's have a look here. I think last time I bought an F-22. I'm gonna give the Su-35 a try. Just because I seem to remember being a little bit more maneuverable. Certainly seems that way. It's not as good as far as air-to-ground is concerned. Oh, this wasn't an F-22. Didn't I get an F-22? Alright, well, there's this F-16 here, I guess. Alright. Or did I have the Su-35? Now I don't remember. Well, we'll give the Su a try and see how well it does. Actually, you know what? I do need to sell a couple aircraft so I can have enough to see if I can get, some decent weaponry. Let's take a look here. What have you got for me? Air to ground? I think by default it has air-to-air, which is a lot more helpful in the last little stretch of this mission, which is where I died last time, so that's definitely where I want a little bit of help. Air-to-ground, I guess it would be helpful in some instances, especially during the earlier parts of the level, but I think I could make do with just the, regular missiles. So let's get the show on the road. I got air to air, that's fine with me. Probably even gonna be a little bit better.
The outcome of the war rests on you, so stay focused on
Yeah, I don't think I
what's
flew
ahead.
this one.
Remember, survival is paramount. Good luck to you all. And Mobius 1, an end to the war would be a nice birthday gift as well.
Ah, yes.
Mobius 1, engage. Radar lock.
Well, one ain't bad. Before the mission ends, or before we get to the second part, I usually like to head over to HQ anyways, so...
Box 2, bandit confirmed at vector 170.
Let's see how well we can do this. Been a little while since I played, so I'm already feeling a little bit rusty.
AA guns destroyed. Tank destroyed.
Wasn't that supposed to be a bridge target?
Lost contact with Bravo 5.
Okay, we need to destroy whatever SAM is around here. Or, you know, just whatever.
The main gun's damaged, and the tank commander's dead.
Is that good? Is that us?
Need close air support here. Missile hit.
Damn. Before we do anything,
Johnson Memorial Bridge. Get vector
let's try to dodge this missile first, but, you know what?
Box 2.
I'm gonna destroy those two tanks.
Tank destroyed.
But one of our mission requirements was to destroy this bridge, so I intend on doing that.
Destroy that bridge before reinforcements arrive. Johnson Memorial Bridge destroyed. They're cut off now.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had like a Pentagon here and like Washington Memorials. Whoops, that was a little bit late. So I wonder if the Erusians are sort of like the mirror North America. Perhaps.
Target hit.
I know there's actually like a listing of sort of like real world parallels between Strange Real, the Ace Combat Worlds, and Earth. But man, I haven't looked at that in quite some time.
Nothing but air. Heads up.
Yeah, I think I got blocked by the
Tank destroyed.
bridge. There's the SAM. Oh, okay. I was looking in the wrong direction.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I was getting insulted by the fact that I couldn't find this thing.
Kill all, Mobius 1.
Trying.
Enemy battleship sunk. That battleship's running around and won't sink. Tank destroyed.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will take care of that eventually.
Box 2. Tank destroyed. Halo 7, get him off me. This. Enemy destroyer sunk. Box 2, Box 2.
Inf tank.
Destroyed.
Infantry?
AA guns destroyed. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay, so unfortunately this is going to be somewhat of a replay of what happened during the last stream, because I did all this.
Enemy vehicle
It wasn't until we got to the second part, which is actually fairly brief. It's just difficult. That's the only problem with it. But at some point we'll need to fight the Yellow Squadron, so that's always fun, right? They're extremely maneuverable. They're constantly firing missiles at you. It's like playing against yourself. It's really quite horrifying. And I never really liked that part. But I seem to remember last time when I played it, which was ages ago, but when I played it solo, without streaming, I feel like I did it the first time around. So I'm a little bit sad that I couldn't do that this time.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Oh, what a shame. Why'd I have to scroll through so slow?
Hard enemy radar spike.
An alert. An alert from eBay. This might be important. Oh, never mind. No, it's just an ad from the app. What a shame. I've got quite a few things coming in the near future here. It should be quite interesting, but I won an auction for an assload of Ace... No, not Ace Combat. What am I trying to think of here? It's another AC. Armored Core. There we go. Couldn't think of it for a second. Armored Core, the other AC series. One of many. Like Ace Combat, Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing. All those. But anyway, it's most of the PS2 games, except one that I already owned. So it was perfect for me. And there wasn't too many people bidding on it, so I got it at a steal. About 12 bucks a game, and one of those games retails usually now for about 80 bucks. So not bad at all. I'm already here. What are you talking about? But we may or may not be getting into some Armored Core pretty soon here. Some of the ones on the PS2 I'm a little bit reluctant about, just because, one, they can be extremely difficult from my understanding. And two, some of them are just not that great. So, like the one I have, Ninebreaker, I don't really think it's that great of a game. It functions well enough, but it's got no substance to it, I guess, is basically the biggest problem with it. So I feel like it'd be a bit of a slog to actually play through, when there are much more interesting games in general and much more interesting Armored Core games. So, one of these days we might work through a handful of them. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm surprised I hit that, actually. Damn straight. Did I get that tank? Free him up, man. This is the time to do it.
Watch your altitude. Mobius 1 shot down a chopper. Tank destroyed.
Alright. Too much more of this left, though they do kind of keep popping up.
Tank destroyed.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they were blocked by the buildings, but I couldn't see entirely.
We're taking tank fire from the landfill. We're moving in via Highway 2. Mobius 1, Box 2. Tank destroyed. Tank destroyed.
Was that the landfill?
Bandit behind you.
If it wasn't, then hopefully it is one now. I can't believe they're hiding submarines in here. The hell was that? Yeah, like my living space as a whole just started rumbling. I'm not sure if there was just like something huge driving by outside, or if there's like a boiler about to burst. Damn. Man, I hit that submarine last time. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Keep an eye on your front and flanks and let the air crews do their job.
That's how you do it. Maybe.
Enemy
Oh
submarines.
boy. That was a risky maneuver, but it did pay off.
We'll get us out of here alive, so stop whining.
I'm gonna go restock in just a moment here anyway, so.
Tango 4 here. Landed south of the landfill. Moving on to securing their headquarters. 5013 here. Enemy positions on Silver Bridge secured. Moving on to secure
Oh yeah.
Take just
I guess that would do it. I thought I had 4. Okay, but after we restock, we gotta really, you know, rein it in. Okay, I thought I heard it again. I guess not.
Still no joy.
Make sure I don't over-exhaust. You know, was there like destroyers or something in the sea? No, I don't remember. I hope I didn't miss out on anything extreme.
Approaching point of return. Maintain current course.
That might have been another mission. I don't know.
Mobius 1. Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Oh, you know what? I forgot you could change your weapon at base. I probably could have used those ground, surface, air to surface, air to ground. There you go. Bombs. But, oh well. Okay. Let's get back to whatever the hell's out here.
Enemy leaders are using choppers to escape from the HQ. Pursue the chopper.
Not for long.
Something's wrong. I'm pulling out.
Get back here quick.
This is it. Mobius 1, Fox 2. Nice kill.
It was at that moment where I sort of regretted shooting down the helicopters. But, hey, he shouldn't have been a jerk in the first place.
13 here. Clear on sight. Fox 2. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Tank destroyed. Bandit confirmed at Vector 010. 10-4 here. We're on target. Going in. Just saw target. The enemy's got it.
10 seconds left.
Fox 2. Tank
At least I hit something.
Mobius 1. 5 aircraft are closing in at high
Oh boy,
speed.
here we go.
The Yellow Squadron. Looks like they've come to make a last stand for Erusia. Let's settle this once and for all. Leave the choppers to the others. You can end this war.
I already took care of the choppers, thanks. But yeah, I'll just end it entirely. Oh, they're coming from behind. Yeah, I made the mistake last time. I guess they would be coming from the mainland, wouldn't they? Not just like from some random base.
Approaching contact point. Stay alert. Hard right, now!
Okay.
Hard enemy radar spike.
So, yeah, these guys messed me up last time with their missiles. You just gotta turn like crazy, basically. And if you ever feel like you're safe enough to do a missile shot, well, you probably aren't. And then this is where I cry for help from the squad mates.
Fox 2.
Nothing happens. I get frustrated, can't see anything. I die. And then I gotta restart the whole mission again. Because there ain't no checkpoints in Ace Combat.
Going down. Hard enemy radar spike. Missile. Rake. Help!
Yeah, it's that last second shit where they just start like, you know.
Locked on. Rake. Missile.
Move right out of the way as soon as you get a hit on them.
Incoming missile. Locked on.
Like I said, it's annoying. It's like trying to fight myself.
Missile. Break. Missile shot.
Oh god.
Mobius 1. Missile.
So I got hit twice there. That's not good. I got one more hit and then I'm dead.
Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1.
I got one down.
Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1. Missile.
Almost hit one there. I seem to remember last time almost hitting one, like, getting real damn close.
Locked on. Box 2. Missile warning.
Yeah, I'm not oblivious to it. There's like a giant buzzer,
Hard enemy radar
and my HUD
spike.
goes crazy.
Mobius 1.
You know, these air-to-air missiles are supposed to be, you know, your secondary weapon ones anyway. They're supposed to be more maneuverable.
Box 3.
There you go.
Target down. Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1. Missile. Missile.
Probably isn't the most interesting thing to see. I'm just doing loop-de-loops in the air like mad. But, so you got a little, you got one bullet in, because my percentage, the damage percentage went up by 1.
Missile warning.
Hey, I actually hit that one.
Shot down a target.
Nice.
Break. Missile.
But then I can never stick onto an enemy long enough, because then somebody else is shooting a missile at me.
Missile. Missile.
Can somebody else shoot one? It looks like we've only got 2 left.
Box 2. Missile. Break. Break. Not yet. There. Evade. Mobius 1.
Trying. My God, am I trying?
Kick right. Break. Missile.
Well, you know, if I break long enough, I'm gonna get a stall, so... Do you want me to stall?
Enemy radar spike. Evade. Mobius 1. Box 2. Max power. Pull up. Pull up. Hard enemy radar spike. Evade. Evade. Fox 2. Fox 2.
This one. It's just this one guy.
Missile. Break. Break. Hard enemy radar spike. Break. Missile.
Hope that didn't screw me up.
Mobius 1. Missile. Missile. Fox 2. Hard enemy radar spike. Missile. Missile. He's engaging me. Mobius 1. Missile. Missile.
Problem with that is I can't really see either.
Missile. Break. Break.
The sunset is making things exceptionally difficult.
Radar spike. Fox 2. Got him.
Did you? Good job.
Radar lock. Hard enemy radar spike.
Ho ho ho!
Target downed.
How do you like that? Bastard. Keep on that one guy. There you go.
Great job. There are no aircraft remaining on radar.
Oh my God.
Tango 8 here. We're in control of the Illusion headquarters.
Mobius 1 shot down the 5 aircraft that appeared. Air superiority is ours. You made it through alive, Mobius 1.
Attention all Illusion troops. Cease fighting and surrender at the following. The Central Park Tennis Court. National Library's courtyard fountain. Hey Martin, this is the patrol unit. We found a woman and girl suffering as one of the choppers that got left behind. Now what looks like a male officer remains really big rank recipients. Relay that on to HQ, will ya?
Okay. Okay, I just need a second to breathe. Never have I had to dodge as many times as that, or just keep in a constant mode of evasion. It's really quite something. I don't recommend it. Yeah, so I don't, well, I want to say that that's probably the hardest thing. I don't quite remember how difficult the last part was. I don't remember having too much of an issue with it, but we'll see, because it's quite hectic. It's when we go, you know, assault on the Death Star
On
type
September 19th at 1200
stuff.
Erusia accepted the ISAF terms for surrender. Our victory came at an extremely high cost in casualties.
Oh, okay, was that it? That's cool, I guess. It's a big moment. They surrendered. This is what we've been waiting for the whole game.
Yellow 13's body vanished into the blue skies, never to return to Earth. Only a single handkerchief fluttered down from the sky where he disappeared.
What are the chances?
The faint scent of perfume. The barkeep's daughter and I had followed the squadron this far. Each of us had our own thoughts as we buried that handkerchief. It no longer mattered to me whether that was 13 or 4's grave. Their memories blurred together as one, and left the realm of reality like a dream. The terms of surrender were accepted that day, and the war was over.
Alright. So, if you haven't been following the boys' story, basically, we've kind of, well, I guess while I look into planes or something, we'll talk about it, but there's got to be the sit rep here.
A group of young Erusian officers have taken over Megalith, the superweapon that was under development. Megalith is a rocket launch facility that can shoot down asteroid fragments in orbit. The only way to destroy this highly dangerous and fortified facility is to hit it from the inside. Follow the missile port grooves to find the 3 generators deep within the facility. Destroy the generators to access the central heat vent. Once inside, destroy the giant missile in the central silo. An infiltration unit will secure your escape route. Their plan calls for waiting until the generators are offline, and then taking over the sub-control room once the blackout hits. Enter this rat's nest with full confidence that the unit will get you out again. It's highly likely that this will be your final mission. Remember, we need heroes after the war too. Make it back in one piece. Dismiss.
Sure. Yeah, just fly into a building and destroy things. Great. Let's see. It's doing that thing again where it cuts out not audio but video for me. So let's see if I can. There we go. Okay. Sometimes advancing to the next screen resets it. But anyway, as far as the boy's story goes, his parents were killed by a aircraft landing on his house. It sounds weird, but that's what happened. The aircraft was shot down by a Yellow Squadron number 13, who he would come to somewhat befriend. But, you know, I think he always had it in his head that the Yellow Squadron, along with all the rest of the Erusians, were more along the lines of the enemy. But Yellow 13, he had a wingman, Yellow 4, which we ended up shooting down earlier. She lost, or I guess she left behind a handkerchief. I don't know if that was just in her possessions or if it fluttered down, much like it did in the last cutscene that we saw. But anyway, that was in Yellow 13's possession, so that's why he had it, and that's why it apparently just floated down to the earth right in front of the kids. It's quite astounding, really. So this S-37, I think this is like the big plane. This is like the final one. I mean, it is the last one, so one would assume. Okay, there's the F-22. Why did I think I unlocked that earlier? I guess, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But let's get this last plane here, because I do remember it being quite good. and maybe sell some whatever junker we got here, whatever that is. I guess we don't need that anymore either. I only need one plane where we're going. Unguided bomb large. No, I don't think we'll need that. This thing doesn't have air-to-air missiles. That's unfortunate. It's got 78 just like regular missiles, so that's pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna save one more time, just in case, but let's try to do this finale of a mission. See how well this plane works.
Good morning, troops. I have an important announcement.
Oh yes, I'm listening.
In 1 hour, each one of you will take part in the most important mission in our history. A mission that will result in the defeat of the vile enemy who has brought chaos to our continent. Although we are from different nations and of different races, we have fought, suffered, and died together, fighting for what we believe in, fighting for freedom. Today, we shall gather for the final battle, to liberate our beautiful continent and restore freedom to our people, our friends, and our families. Our victory will herald the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the Usian continent. Victory will be ours. We shall return peace to our people. We will win back our freedom and our future. The skies belong to everyone. Now, let us take back our shattered skies.
Oh, come on with that title drop. That was the highest paid intern that they had. I kid. You know, there's somewhat of a genuine authenticity to it when they get someone that's not like a professional voice actor. I mean, sure, maybe get lost in the moment a little bit more if someone like, you know, Steve Bloom caliber was reading it, like in Ace Combat 5, but I could buy that was actually some officer reading off a cue card. It was good. It was good. Also, this thing does have air-to-air missiles, so that's nice. All right, final mission. As we heard earlier, this is the big one. This is the one that we've all been waiting for. So, Megalith awaits. Here we go. Amidst the blue skies, a link from past to future, the sheltering wings of the Protector.
Sky Eye here. All Mobius aircraft report in.
Mobius 2 on standby. Mobius 3 through 7 on standby.
Mobius 8 on standby. Preparations are complete, ready for battle. All aircraft follow Mobius 1.
Yeah, I see that. Trying to get this one dude though.
Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1, shot 1 down.
So there's quite a cavalcade of enemy planes here. It's, I guess, the remnants of Yellow Squadron, whatever they can scrounge up.
Mobius 1, incoming missile.
Not quite as dangerous
1, shot 1 down.
as the 5,
Hard enemy radar spike. Locked on.
but you should never count them out.
Incoming missile.
Things get a little hectic.
Shot trashed. Bandit closing at 6. Bandit.
Also, with a track like this, you know that shit's pretty serious.
He's shooting us. This can't be happening. It's raining asteroids. Missed.
Oh yeah, so that was the gimmick of the megalith, wasn't it?
Incoming missile.
Instead of being an asteroid defense system, it was supposed to destroy asteroids and create meteorites that would rain down. It's sort of like, now that I think about it, I think they stole the concept from Skies of Arcadia.
Bandit closing at 6.
That's alright.
Mobius 1, get out of there.
It's a good concept.
Locked on. Stay okay. Keep right. All right. Splash 1, splash 1. Keep your head on a swivel. No use. I can't get away. Fox 2, keep your training in mind. You'll be fine. Hard enemy radar spike. Mobius 1, incoming missile! Missile!
Yep.
I'll get one even if it's suicide. Sanitize my system. Tell me you said it. Gene, get a grip. You've got to take over the command. Mobius 1, incoming missile! Missile!
Is Gene the only one we got
Hard enemy
here?
radar spike.
Oh no, there's a couple more. I'll try and move on to them.
Every damn one of those ISAC planes. Evade, Mobius 1.
Shit.
Kurt, Dwayne, engage the one on the right. Hard enemy radar spike. Bandit down! Got his tail. They're headed this way! Woo-hee! I'm hit! Mobius 1, take the lead!
What? I'm 1. I am the lead.
Right on the money!
Oh,
Mobius 1, shot
oh thanks for giving me credit for that. Is that it? Still got a couple more.
Damn it, he got away! Now!
Oh! I thought he was moving away from me.
Fox 2! Fox 2, Fox 2! Missile shot trashed. Alright!
That's all that's left? Didn't we have like twice as many fighters?
Damn it, he's still there!
Trying to hit him up.
Mobius 13, get him off me! 12 o'clock.
I'm on him.
Enemy aircraft on the nose. Mobius 1 shot 1 down.
Okay, how's our boys on the ground looking? They didn't open up the doors yet. I remember there was like chatter from the ground team. Like you could hear them breaching the doors and all that. Maybe we just gotta wait for them a little bit more. I don't want to try and go through the ventilation shaft things if they're gonna be blocked. Let's take a look and see. Nothing else is happening. I'm only got 13 minutes on the clock. Can't squander time. This part's making me a little bit nervous. I do not want to fly through these. I don't think it's as bad as 5. 5 was a little bit worse when you had to fly through a tight space like this. Every game, every Ace Combat game has something like this. From what I remember, anyway.
Box 2, Box 2.
Okay.
Tango 2 here, we need backup on passageway 6. Tango 2, block off the elevator.
Don't give up. Our air support will do something.
Pull back, pull back! Leave it, it's dead!
Oh boy, this one's gonna be a little rough pulling into.
Box 2.
There we are.
They've got us trapped! The enemy's at panel B! A path of retreat's been cut off! We're trapped! Charlie 1 here! We can't hold it any longer! We're pulling back! No, don't give up, Yank!
Oh, I forgot about these side panels. Do I have to go in through there or in the middle?
Where are you? We'll be annihilated soon! Have they blown up that generator yet?
I don't know. Is this open? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh!
Mobius 1 crashed.
Shit. Was there a way through there? Like underneath? There is. Shit. I thought I had it for sure. I thought I could make that turn. Alright. My bad. I think you're supposed to go forward. Almost. I just clipped at the bottom there. Alright. I'm telling you, these little... When it comes to the endgame stuff, when you're flying through the tight spaces and making your way through whatever, which that even kind of wasn't even a tight space, but still.
Mobius 8 on standby. Preparations are complete.
Don't be surprised if I choke, because they get a little weird. You don't really need to do anything quite like this until, you know, the very end of the game.
Mobius 1.
Let's see if I can take care of these guys like extra quick.
Mobius 4 engaged. All right, now. Mobius 1 shot 1 down.
Only a Rougian fighter should be flying this airspace.
I was a little bit late on that.
Missile shot trashed.
Bravo 1 here. All teams are on the 13th floor. but we can't get the sub-control room to open. It's an electronic lock. We'll hold the position until the generators are destroyed. So
I suppose I could just go straight for the generators,
okay.
but these guys will be firing missiles at me all sorts, so maybe that wouldn't be such a great idea. Alright. Well, since I know what this is like, whoa, Jesus. Mostly, I don't think it'll take all that long. You know, I'm a little surprised that the asteroids aren't, like, an actual threat. I guess that'd be a little bit too much, wouldn't it? But also, it wouldn't make, oh dear God, it wouldn't make too much sense for them to be raining down asteroids too close to the base, would it?
Missile shot trashed.
Maybe if they're just extra gutsy. I mean, this is sort of like their
Missile, break.
last great gasp.
Bandit shot down.
Yeah, that's why we gotta fly inside. Why do you always gotta be a doubter, Mr. Sulu?
Box 2. On right, now! Box 2.
Got him? Yeah, I got him. Good job. You guys are actually doing something. Proud of you.
Just remember, they aren't invincible.
Break.
Considering we've shot down, like, most of them by now, I don't know why you'd want to say that.
This entire thing is megalith?
Look at the size of that thing. Didn't that guy say something similar? Because I made the same Wedge quote when we took on Stonehenge. Okay. I guess that's why it's not giving me a lock, because somebody already had it.
Bullseye on that flanker.
This guy, though.
There, over there.
This can't be happening! It's raining asteroids!
Missed.
Actually, you know
Focus
what?
one, box 2.
I'm out of secondary missiles, that's why.
Nice kill.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they can handle one.
Got him.
There you go. Oh, that thing is over here. I like this one the least over on this side, so I'm gonna do it first. Actually, you know, I should probably do the one on the side first, so I can not be in this similar situation. Oh, where is it? There it is.
I've got him! I got him in my sights!
Tell me to pull up, man.
Box 2! I got him in my sights!
Okay.
Tango 2 here, we need backup on passageway 6. Tango 2, block off the elevator. Don't give up, our air support will do something. Pull back, pull back!
bad for those guys. They're doing their job so I can do mine. Yeah, that's scary. That does go through though.
The enemy's at Panel B. A path of retreat's been cut off. We're trapped. Charlie 1 here. We can't hold it any longer. We're pulling back. Don't give up yet. Charlie 1, come in. Where are you? We'll be annihilated soon. Have they blown up that generator yet?
Working on it. I got 2, man. Be happy with what you got. Oh god, this turn. You know, there would never be enough air pressure to actually do something like this.
Alright, the panel's open. Break through. Break through. Get the sub-control room under control. The exhaust vents are open. Hurry up, the planes are plunging in any minute now.
Wait, so there's missiles?
We'll get those panels open. Don't let those pilots die.
Is there another missile or did it already launch? I think now we have to go in the center one. Also, pilots. I'm the only one doing this shit. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Whew.
Target destroyed! There it is! We've got Mobius 1 on radar!
Bravo 1 here. That plane in fluid, is it alright?
Yes, she's fine! I've got a visual on her right now!
So, did we win the war?
I don't know. History determines the winner. But there's one thing I can say for certain. Heroes really do exist. We've just seen one. And now he's coming home.
The once familiar scent of burning jet fuel has long since faded away. What was once Yellow Squadron's runway is now just a local highway again. I write this letter to you now. I know it must have brought him unexpected joy to have an opponent like you at the end of that meaningless war. At least that's what I want to believe. Only you, the pilot who shot him down, can confirm this. And so, I write to you.
And there you go. That's your Ace Combat 4. So now we know all this time Kid had grown up and he was writing a letter to you, Mobius 1, to me, or whoever else is playing this game. So I don't know. It seems like when I read about people ranking these games, you know, everyone says, oh, the Holy Trinity is always going to be 4, 5, and 0. which were the PS2 games, which they're really good. But I always feel like 4 is the one that gets shunned, and then 5 is the one that's probably put out there as being one of the best, and then 0 kind of has this legendary status because, you know, it wasn't as available, and copies aren't as easy to get as 4 and 5. And it was kind of one of those games that Bamco just threw out there, and didn't do much to promote it because PS3 and Xbox 360 were kind of on the verge of coming out. So, you know, PS2 was old hat. So it's like, let's just get this game out here real quick and then call it good from there. It didn't go to, you know, the greatest hits collection like the other two did. But I always feel like 5 is always put as, you know, the best, maybe 0. But 4 always kind of gets kicked to the side. I like 4. The simplicity of the story, the not insane length of the game. It's short and sweet. 5, I think, while it might be a better game, it's super long, and it gets a little bit tedious. 4, I don't know. I just really like the way it kind of escalates things. It really does make you feel like you're, you know, the important pilot coming from just a simple squad member, and then, you know, you become the hero. So I like that. I like the story told from the point of view of the kid who's grown up, who writes his letter to you. It's nice. And I like the missions, you know, some of it. Oh, hold on. Okay, robot's going crazy. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it, how streamlined it is. I think it's probably still my favorite. But I haven't played 0 before. Or at least, well, I haven't finished 0, I should say. I've played a little bit of it, but not too much. So we'll see. Maybe 0 will be my new favorite after I play that one. But yeah, we're definitely going to get into it. The Holy Trinity, as they call it, those we'll be doing. And I don't know. Maybe this will all lead up to 7, which came out. Originally, I wanted to buy 7, but I'm like, well, why don't I... it's expensive right now. Why don't I buy these old games as a refresher? And then I ended up buying like physical copies of every single Ace Combat game, and now I think I've spent more than I ever would have on Ace Combat 7. So, good going me. But the fact that I have only borrowed and rented these games in the past, yet they still had like this lingering feeling of, you know, being a great little arcadey flight sim. I really wanted to actually own them, so here we are, buying them, playing them, and calling it from there. Ace Combat 6, Xbox 360 is still the best. Also, welcome Dragonfall to the stream. I played a little bit of the 360 one, mainly because I didn't own a 360 at the time of its release, and it was an exclusive. Recently, last year I got an Xbox One. With its backwards compatibility, I was able to get 6. I've played a little bit of it. The story seems super, super corny, but maybe it tones down a little bit through. But I've got no impression on it as of yet. I need to play through that one, and we'll see. From what I've been seeing from talk from a bunch of people, it seems like a lot of people consider 7 to be a little bit better than most of the games in the series. So I'm sort of excited to get onto that one at some point. We'll see. But for the most part, I think for long-term players, the PS2 trilogy seems to be the majority's favorites. So it'll be nice to kind of go through all of them, and, you know, I'll be able to make up my own opinion, and we'll see what that's going to be like. So more Ace Combat to come. I don't think we'll be jumping from game to game immediately, one right after the other, but expect 5 pretty soon here. We'll probably get onto it within the next month, I'd say. So, you know, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. And then I'm really looking forward to getting into 0, and then we'll probably move on to 6 and 7 after that. 1 through 3 are, you know, they're okay. Except for in case of 3, the North American copy is quite shite. because they cut so much content from it. So maybe if I can get emulate it and have the emulate the Japanese version with the modded translation, maybe that'll be better. 3, 5, and 6. You have, but try it on 360. It's coming 6 to another world. Xbox One backwards compatible. I think visually it looks real pretty. That's about all I could say for it right now. Visuals, it's definitely got a top-notch edge on the PS2, obviously being a generation above it, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if something tops 4 for me, but love that 4. So with that, it comes to a close. I don't think there's any extra modes with this one like there was with 5. Mobius 1's story somewhat continues in 5 because there's an arcade mode as opposed to the campaign mode, where it's just like a real linear story. Somewhat challenging. It reminds me of playing Ace Combat 2 again, actually. But you play as Mobius 1 in Ace Combat 5, but only in the arcade mode. So he doesn't quite get a full-on story. Yeah, we got trials. Play the missions freely, or the special continue where we can, it's like New Game Plus, pretty much. There's no option to save here, is there? It just does that? Okay. That's fine. Only on fat PS2 still working. Ah, I see. My fat PS2 never works anymore. I had to get a new one, and I ended up getting the slim one. I think the disc tray was faulty on my old one. It's a shame, too, because I had 2 fat PS2s, and then I gave one to a friend, and then I think I ended up keeping the shitty one. Because his still works, which was mine originally, but mine doesn't work, and I had to rebuy another one. I should have asked for it back, but he moved away, so it would have been an issue. Okay, so we still got a little bit of time. I am going to do some Max Payne. Probably not too much of it. It's not going to be like a full Max Payne play like the past couple times, but we'll fit in a little bit. And yeah, give me a sec to set up the ticker, switch the discs, and we'll see it from there. So be right back.